G'day mates, Keg11 here and welcome to the 1999 Spanish Grand Prix from the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. Now before we begin today, I just want to talk a bit about my new microphone I got. I didn't mention it last race because I had bought it in between, because I recorded the intro part and the actual race part on different days, and in between them I had bought myself a new microphone, so that's why you heard a big sound difference between the start and the end of the videos. But not to worry, everything's okay now. But I am going to be experimenting with this new microphone to get the sound right in the next couple of episodes, so bear with me here. At the moment, I think it's fine, but just bear with me on that. And now, before we begin the race, let's look at the championship standings at the moment. I'm currently in the lead on 20 points after winning my first race of the season in Monaco, just 1 point ahead of Mika Häkkinen, where both have had similar results throughout the entire season: a win, a second, a retirement. But I scored 4 points in Australia, where Häkkinen scored 3, so that's the difference. Following behind us two was Michael Schumacher on 18, another point behind Häkkinen. So myself, Mika Häkkinen, and Michael Schumacher are definitely the ones to beat at this point in the season thus far. In fourth position, we've got Jean Alesi on 10 points, only scoring back in Australia. And rounding out the top 6, we've got Eddie Irvine in the second Ferrari on 9, and Damon Hill in the Jordan on 7 points. And in the Constructors' Championship now, Ferrari have still got a half-decent lead on 27 points, followed by McLaren Mercedes on 23, just 4 points behind. But my win in Monaco has jumped Benetton Playlife up to third position on 21 points, just 6 points behind the Ferrari. So if we can continue our good effort, we should be able to pass McLaren and even Ferrari within the next few races. And then rounding out this top 6, we've got Saba Petronas on 11 points, Jordan on 10, and Williams on 6 points. Now, it doesn't show up here, but Stuart Ford are also drawing with Williams in 6th place. So now looking at the grid for today's race, we see Kent Levin in the lead on 1 minute 14.497, followed by Michael Schumacher by almost 0.56 seconds. So good lap from Levin there. Followed behind him is Eddie Irvine and Mika Häkkinen. On the third row of the grid, David Coulthard and Heinz-Harald Fresson already over a second behind Kent Levin. Kent Levin did a really good lap to score first place there. In 9th and 10th, we've got Ralf Schumacher and Damon Hill. That rounds out the top 10. Both Williams are sort of in the top 10, which wasn't too bad. Johnny Herbert in the Stewart is 11th place, followed by Olivier Panis in the Prost. Pedro Diniz is 13th in the Sauber, followed by my teammate Giancarlo Fisichella in the second Benetton. Jean Alesi and Jarno Trulli are 15-16. Jean Alesi has slumped a lot since his win in Australia. Then the two Minars are Mark Genet and Luca Badawa. And then rounding out the last 4 places on the grid are the two BARs and the two Arrows of Salo, Takagi, Jacques Villeneuve, and Pedro Della Rosa. So now we're on the grid and we got a yellow flag. Some car must have had an issue there, so no one can pass at the moment, so that should be fine for me going into this very long straight. Whoa! Something must have happened there. I didn't jump off the line properly. Not to worry, I'm back in the lead. Michael Schumacher gave back the position. And now we are racing as we come into the first corner. It's Kent Levin in the lead, followed by Michael Schumacher, and I presume Mika Häkkinen. Very well approached there as we come into the very long Renault curve for the first time of the 1999 Spanish Grand Prix.
Has just hit Herbert. Villeneuve has been hit by De La Rosa.
Yep. That first corner here in Spain, not the best of corners to start off with, as I go really wide into Sayat, but not to worry. Anyway, that corner is one of the worst in my opinion in Formula 1. Any race that starts off with a long straight and then a really tight first corner, people got to run to the back of you all the time. I know it's typical for first corners that you have to have your wits about you, or that you're going to, because it turns into a bottleneck, literally. On any track you race at the start of the race, they speed up and then they have to slam on the brakes for the first corner. It will be a bottleneck. You just have to have your wits about you, stay in your position and get past it. Once you pass that first corner, the race should be not too bad as we come across the final corner to gone to the pit straight to complete our first lap. Now in the lead, I've got myself, Kent Levin, followed by Michael Schumacher. Then I assume, Mika Hakkinen as the first of the McLarens. David Coulthard goes into the pits for the first time. And I'm pulling quite a bit of distance on Michael Schumacher. Then again, it is Catalunya. I've always liked this track. Fast flowing. It reminds me a lot of Melbourne, actually. Just with a couple of more tighter hairpin-like corners. Oh, that's not good for Stewart as I go off for Sayat. That corner's going to be a problem for me for the rest of the race. But yeah, Barrichello out with a blown engine. Not good for Stewart, particularly how they're going this year, being completely bought out by Ford and becoming Jaguar for the year 2000 season. Though I don't think Barrichello will be a part of that equation. I think because of his good progress for the last few years and lots of experience might get him into a big team. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes, of course. Now, what if this gives... Michael Schumacher Michael Schumacher and my teammate Giancarlo Fisichella have gone to the pits, or otherwise Hakkinen would not have passed Michael Schumacher. So, I'm thinking, I'm on my third lap now, so I'm thinking 7 laps. This is probably where Barrichello blew out his unit. I'm thinking I'm going to be pitting in on the next lap, so Michael Schumacher pitted in early. Would that help him out in the long run? I'm not sure. I've personally never been a favourite of pitting too far ahead or behind of halfway through.
Hill has rejoined the race. He's in 14th.
Now, as we come across the last 2 corners of the track, this is my personal favourite part of the track. I'm a bit disappointed at how they're slowing it down by having the chicane. But I suppose there is necessity for that, particularly what I hear. Ooh, that's very good! So both Bennettons are in the point scoring positions. So very good for our Constructors' Championship standing. Because, although Benetton drivers have, including myself, have won 3 championships, Michael Schumacher's 2 in 94 and 95, and my 98 victory. Benetton has only won 1 Constructors' Championship. That was Michael Schumacher's 2nd World Championship, which I believe his number 2 at the time was the boss Jos Verstappen in his early days of his career. And that was. And I believe that was when Benetton was listed as a British team because it's based at Enstone. Always has been since its days as Tolman, before it became Benetton. And it is today now known as Renault. But in the mid-90s, they swapped, for the first time, nationalities from British, the base of the team, to Italian, which was the nationality of the Benetton marque. As I come to the pits now, let's see how I go. And it's... Oh, I think I just got myself in trouble for speeding in pit lane. I didn't slow down quick enough for the first speed trap. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be penalised for that. I hope it's not that bad. Yep, perfect. Right. And
3 laps remaining.
And we got to make this quick in case I have to come back due to a penalty. Oh. Okay, it must have been Fisichella Villeneuve. Yeah, it must have been Villeneuve before. Oh, I did get a success for braking to the limit. I must have just made it. Oh well, no penalty for me. Win-win. And I am 15 seconds ahead of Mika Hakkinen. He must have pitted in his lap. Oh well. So long as he stays that far behind, I've got this race in the bag. So long as I don't stuff up. Come to think of it, can I get around Sayat this lap? Well, Better than what I had been. I'm still getting very wide on that corner. I guess because it's being negative camper in this game, it is a bit of an issue, but... Yes, thank you for the cheers, crowd. I know you guys love me. Unfortunately, this is the days before Fernando... Actually, fortunately, this is the days before Fernando Alonso. If Fernando was here, they'd all be cheering for him. They couldn't give two They couldn't give two hoots about me. Speaking of, if Hakkinen is so very, very far behind me, unless that was just discrepancies due to the fact I pit, who the heck is behind me anyway? Let's see if it is Hakkinen behind me. Couldn't see. Nah, it was discrepancy in the pits. Hakkinen's right behind me. Oh, of course. What am I thinking? The two red markers, apart from the mark... Start again. The markers that I should only see on the map are my car, the lead car, and the next place forward and behind me. Or the next car that's in front and behind me. If I'm in the lead, it's second place. Ooh.
There's a spin in sector 2. Watch the yellow.
That's the yellow flag. Yeah, well, not too much of an issue. I can't see any cars ahead of me, so yeah.
Is in the pits for a stop-go penalty.
Thinking about it now, there's a yellow, so Hakkinen can't pass me, which is fine there. But I've got 1.5 laps to keep Hakkinen behind me at bay, because in reality, I'm not as far ahead of him as I would like, maybe. Unless he's slowed down during the yellow flag, which I should have, but... Well, there was no safety car. There is no safety car in this game, so it doesn't really matter. So come across New Holland to start my final lap.
You're on course for the full 10 points.
Bit slower than my last time. Oh, hello, we've got a slower car. I'm thinking it is Takagi. And I'm 6 seconds ahead, so now I just gotta guide her home and make better corners like... Not like that. Oh. Something must have happened to my car. Just got a pit in marker. So I heard somebody just blew their engine. I missed who. I think it might be... I don't think it is Takagi. Yeah, engine problems. I thought so. Okay, this is just... This last lap has just gotten very hard. I've got 5.5 seconds, so I should have... Not a problem, but I need to keep my act together and just guide her home. If I can do that, I should be fine. As my engineer said, they can't do anything about the engine problem on my final lap, so outside of my engine completely going to shit, I should be fine. I've lost a bit of seconds, but I've got time. Past Sabadell for the last time, going through these last two corners, and for the last time, have I done it? I'm pretty sure I have. This is where that other guy's engine blew. That's it. I have won the 1999 Spanish Grand Prix, 2 races in a row. Yes, Toro Takagi just moved over to the side to let me pass. Michael Schumacher, 6 seconds behind, so he was battling with Hakkinen there. And I think in 4th place I saw Eddie Irvine, so De La Rosa blew out his engine, so that's what it was. Along with Badoa, Herbert, Coulthard, Frentzen, Barrichello, and Zanardi. This race has not been a good race for a lot of people. Irvine 4th, Fisichella 5th, double points from Benetton, and Olivier Panis in 6th points, so that means he gets, Prost gets a few points too, so not too bad there. But Benetton and Ferrari are the big winners here. The fact that Coulthard did not score points to give McLaren a doubleheader means McLaren are going to be hurting really bad in the Constructors' Championship, if not falling behind Benetton now. So now, looking at the Drivers' Championship standings, I should be still in the lead on 30 points. Now, increased my lead from Mika Hakkinen to 5 points. Following behind him is Michael Schumacher on 22 points. Paris scores his first points of the season. That's not too bad. In 5th place, we got Jean Alesi on 5 points and Damon Hill on 6. They haven't changed. My teammate Giancarlo Fisichella is on 11 points. I believe now on 4, because I think he scored 5th. Yeah, definitely 5th. So he should have scored 2 points. We should confirm that in a sec. Oh, 3 points, sorry. Fisichella is in 11th on 11 points, drawing with 10. And now in the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari should be on the lead on 34, but Benetton is 1 point behind, followed by McLaren on 29 points. I was right, McLaren has lost position to Benetton, and yeah, Sauber, Jordan, Williams. Williams is still drawing with Stewart, and Prost comes in last on 1 point. So all in all, not a bad race, led for pretty much all of it. Was a little bit concerning in that last lap with that engine problem, but I kept my cool, kept driving, and it turned out to be not too much of a problem. So thank you everyone for watching me in this race, and I'll see you guys in the next round in Canada.